Greetings, this is this, and I am me. And last time, it was a big old failure because, well, I failed my test, and also I failed to get anything else accomplished, really. I don't know why I went out here first, but now that I'm here, I have to commit to it, lest I waste a step. Waste my energy. It's not something that poor Simon can afford. So, I have to just go and see what we're going to get at the outside room today, and that will determine, well, whether or not we're trying to get that quiz again. Quiz. Okay. We're doing it, guys. Schoolhouse. Here we go. Buckle up. Get ready. I don't know why I waste the time to go in here every single time when there is much more often than not no items in here. Maybe there's a secret, but I don't know it. There's no items. Okay, so we have the schoolhouse. We're going to try and take the exam again today. I think I can do better than I did the previous time. And there's a chance that I could ace it because it is multiple choice. So the ones that I still don't know, I could just guess correctly. It's possible. There aren't many that I don't know. But I'm eager just to try it again because it was a real fun time. It was an absolute hoot of a time, if you will. We've got a hallway with great pathing and a key. We've got a classroom here. Sounds maybe a little hasty because I don't have a lot of gems yet. Okay, let's go parlor, and we won't quite start throwing the classrooms out there yet. Freezer this early? Why do they keep giving me the freezer so early now? Why are they doing this to me? That's so odd. I'm not going to take it. Oh, maybe it stays melted? You know, maybe now that I've melted it, it stays melted. And so it's more useful now? But still, why does it matter to melt? We should go this way first, maybe, because it's got the gems. Why does it matter to melt the stuff in there if you can never take it because your account is frozen? I don't really know what the deal is with the freezer completely, I guess, but we already knew that. Okay. 2 statements per box? Okay. The gems are in this box. The above statement is true. The gems are not in this box. The above statement is false. The top statement of each box is true. The above statement is true. Okay, so if we assume that the top statement of each box is true, and then the above statement is true, this is our true box. But then both of those would also have true? It's impossible. Impossible. The top statement of each box cannot be true. You know what I'm saying? Because then we don't have a false box. I'm sorry. Did you forget Mr. Lowry's rules? There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Therefore, the top statement of each box is categorically false. I mean, this top statement of each box is true, is categorically false. Man, I ruined it. I ruined the impact of the whole bit. Okay. Anyway, the top statement of each box is true, is false. Therefore, the above statement is true, is false. Therefore, this is a false box. These 2 boxes, the top statements could still be true because we already have a box where it's not. And that's all we needed, right? We only needed one to make that top statement not true. We only needed one of them to not be true. Top statement of each box is true. If that's false, then it doesn't have to be the opposite, right? I guess. So, okay. The gems are in this box. The above statement is true. That would be our true box. The gems are not in this box. If that's true, which it makes sense to me because they're in that box, then the above statement is false is false, then this would be a true-false box. That's a true box, and that's a false box. That seems to check out. But what if this one is the true one? Oh, well, this can't be a true box. Wait, so this was our false box, right? And this can't be a true box, because if the gems are not in this box is true, then the above statement, like, in order for the above statement to be false to be true, then it can't be a true box. It's a half and half box. So I think they're in here. I feel like maybe they're just in this box, but I don't know. Oh, okay. Okay. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready to take a test today? Man, I should have drafted off the library. I'm so stupid. Should I get the classroom or should I get the dormitory? Each time you enter dormitory after drafting one of those rooms, I gain 10 steps. I can have tons of steps today. I have to get it because it's new. Surely we'll have enough chances for the classrooms. Surely. This was like our one piece of progress that we made last episode is we added this to the drafting pool. They apparently maybe are in rowing and or bowling and or ping pong. They have a lot of sports interests. Why is there a globe in this room? I hate the globes so much. They mock me. They taunt me. They're evil. Costa Rica University. So they're very clearly stating, hey, Costa Rica is the heart shape and it's orange. I already knew that though, thankfully. There is a chessboard in here. Interesting, with nothing on it. The bed is really quite satisfactory, if I do say so. For a dorm? Like, that seems like a pretty nice bed, doesn't it? Oh. Okay, so we got some dice, that's cool. It looks like there are, there's a free access to one of the drafting strategy books. The volume 2, does that say? Oh yeah, volume 2 is in big. I was trying to read the like microscopic writing underneath where it says drafting strategy. Have I seen this book before? I think so. Have I? Maybe I haven't. As architects, we know that designing a building is a complex and multifaceted process. From the layout of the details, every decision we make can have a significant impact on the final result. Perhaps that's why we are always looking for ways to improve our craft and refine our ideas. In this edition of Drafting Strategy, we're excited to introduce a useful concept that can take your designs to the next level: room subtypes. While we've previously explored the use of colored floor plans to categorize the basic kinds of rooms, in this issue we will be examining architectural symbols that can be used to further classify and differentiate the types of rooms in your house. These symbols provide the draftsman with a visual way to indicate the purpose and function of a room, whether it's designated workspace, a utility control room, or conundrum. These subtype symbols can communicate the intended use of a room at a quick glance. By including these symbols on their floor plans, architects can make it easier for contractors and builders to understand the visual and bring them to life. But the benefits of floor plan categorization go beyond just clarity. By understanding and identifying subtypes, as architects can craft strategies that surpass the surface-level simplistic approaches commonly used by inexperienced drafters. Sorry? The craft of the draft. I was just concerned maybe we had read it before and I wanted to get through it quickly, and that voice really helped with enunciation, don't you think? Drafting rooms are floor plans that affect the draft pool or the drafting process. As such, they are spaces that are often designed for activities related to academic pursuits and research. Some of their common features include floor plan redrawing, draft pool manipulation, and rarity adjustments. As students of the art of drafting, aspiring architects can greatly benefit from the knowledge, experience, and learning opportunities that these rooms offer. In a class of its own, academia isn't only found in the mountains of Costa Rica. Classroom is a great example of the scholastic strategies that this room type has to offer. Not only does it provide synergy for other drafting rooms, but it's also a valuable source of information and knowledge. Did you know? The classroom you'll find will fall under one of 8 different grades, ranging from first grade to the curriculum culmination of your academic journey, grade 8. However, there are rumors of an additional annex classroom at Mount Holly Elementary used solely for exams and student testing, but finding has been near impossible as it requires drafting more than 8 classrooms. I already did know all of that, actually. Shifting gears. Far from the pristine white pages of academia, the mechanical world is a rugged industrial space, marked by the symbol of the gear and stained with the grime of heavy machinery. These floor plans prioritize function over aesthetics, and the design of each mechanical room reflects this focus on efficiency. These rooms serve as the command centers for estate operations, housing the control systems that keep everything running smoothly. Ducts! 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 3-way rooms split ducts 3 ways. Okay. Boiler room is known as a power source because it provides steam power to various rooms in the home. Steam is conveyed room to room via ducts that run across the ceiling, and power can be transported across great distances as long as you continue stringing together rooms that contain power ducts. So when you're in a room, look up. There might be a duct. Did you know drafting from a door that is steam powered will increase the likelihood of drawing rooms with ducts? Yeah, I mean, it seemed that way. Okay, so we knew that information already, but, we have to make sure we double check everything. We don't want to miss, ooh, this is information. Okay. No time like the future. Your Architectural Digest's Guide to Tomorrow Rooms. Some rooms offer long-term benefits rather than immediate resources. These floor plans, known as tomorrow rooms, are considered an investment for the future, and they offer the forward-thinking architect a number of strategies that will pay dividends down the road. Strategic planning is critical to drafting success, and knowing when to forsake the current day's progress to set yourself up for a prosperous future is a critical decision that each architect will encounter. Time freeze. Nothing better exemplifies setting yourself up for tomorrow at the expense of today than freezer. But drafters who may not want to totally abandon their current day's progress will be pleased to know there are a few clever ways to manipulate frozen assets. Entering furnace or sauna after drafting freezer will thaw any frozen gems or gold you are carrying, and you will once again be able to use them. However, if you still wish your accounts to carry over to the next day, you will have to refreeze your assets again by re-entering freezer. Warning! If furnace is drafted within a few ranks of freezer, then the temperature will start rising and everything will melt, including your assets. If the temperature gets too high, refreezing will no longer be possible. That is very valuable information. So I had figured out like 90% of that, but I didn't notice this whole aspect of if you enter furnace or sauna after your accounts are frozen. So I could have drafted freezer. It would have frozen my accounts, and then I could have drafted this room because it doesn't cost a gem, and we could have not drafted this room. We could have drafted furnace. You would have to be lucky enough. You might want to draft furnace first. I don't know if furnace costs a gem or not. But basically, you can draft the freezer and then unfreeze your accounts and then freeze them again later. Like, you can still get the benefit of the freezer later, but you have to have furnace or sauna with you. I knew that if furnace was drafted within a few ranks of freezer, then stuff would melt, but I didn't notice that my stuff would melt. I just thought the stuff in the freezer was melting. And then drafting it close enough. I mean, we did that, but did we do it all the way? I don't know. We drafted it pretty close and it melted the room, but it didn't melt the freezer in the freezer. But yeah, so we knew like 90% of that. Okay. Perplexing plans. Architectural Digest's Guide to Puzzle Rooms. Any architect who loves a challenge inevitably ends up drafting a few puzzle rooms in their house. These floor plans marked only with a single enigmatic jigsaw piece. Okay, that's not a good voice for enunciation. Lack accompanying text and explanations, as if to suggest that even understanding the room's function is part of the puzzle. Some puzzle rooms, like parlor and billiard room, become increasingly difficult as you solve them, evolving over time as you progress. Spreading your wings. Okay, yeah, don't tell me about the other puzzle rooms that are way harder. Spreading your wings. Spread rooms. The final type of room we will cover in this issue is the spread room. These floor plans enable the architect to spread out items among many rooms. When items are spread, they are only placed in currently active rooms in the house. The number of items that are spread is determined by the number of rooms on your estate. Waiting until your house is bigger will provide larger spreads. Strategies that employ spread rooms are often centered around travel and backtracking. Okay. Yeah, we pretty much knew that. I sometimes would wonder, okay, if I draft it now, does it mean I have to walk less far because all of the stuff that is spread out is spread in fewer rooms? Or I don't think so. It's probably that I get fewer things because it's spread out into fewer rooms. So yeah, you always want to spread things out in a bigger... I mean, obviously the patio one, that's quite clear. But the locker room, it's a little less clear. Word from the editor. I wanted to use this segment to thank all our readers for the wonderful mail and feedback we received after we sent out our very first issue of Drafting Strategy. It's incredibly rewarding to create something that is appreciated. It's even more rewarding to know that somewhere out there, a young architect is reading our magazine and getting inspired to build something of his own that may one day, in turn, inspire others. When I was a child, I vividly remember the experience of reading the memories of the court's grand architect, Louisa T. Rayland. To say it changed me is an understatement. It had a profound effect on the way I view the world and the spaces within it. We each draft our own dreams as a child, faint sketches on blurry... We each draft our own dreams as a child. Faint sketches on blurry blueprints. Illegible to all, especially ourselves. And our purpose? Why, it is found hidden in the floor plans of our youth. The purpose is in the nursery? The bunk room? The nursery and the bunk room? The floor plans of my youth? Louisa T. Rayland? C-A-S-T-L-E? L? The L for castle? LTR? I'll write it down later. I hope I don't need it today. Interesting. So very interesting. Okay, well, that was an experience. So I bet you guys are glad that's over. I guess we should go. We can't really do anything in here anymore. Thank you for the key. Because I blocked it off. But I do have a sightseer's guide to Reddington. And so M. Lowry, the one who made the parlor puzzle, checked this book out. Do we care? I don't know. Whoops. Is there anything? Third largest city in Fen Aries and site of its former capital, Reddington. Third largest city in Fen Aries. Former capital. Okay. Yeah, there are two larger than it. I believe I absolutely already have that in my test notes, correct? Hold your horses, guys. How many cities in Fen Aries are larger than Reddington? 2. Yeah, I already got that. Okay. Botanical gardens. Okay. Okay. Featherfall Keep, Mount Perma, second highest summit. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, this stuff seems important. I might jot this down in my notes later. Because I don't think I ever did like a comprehensive note-taking moment for this book. I think I just jotted down a couple of the dates and stuff when I thought that numbers were really important. Arindia, Aries, Reddington was still the capital. Okay, Trinsdale Lake. Blah, blah, blah. Fen Aries premier vacation destinations. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. 100 Bells Tea Room. Blah, blah, blah. Mount Holly. They didn't ask us for the elevation of Mount Holly. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Opposite side of the peak, far from the trail. Estate of Mount Holly, 80 acres. Featherfall Keep. Closing of the schoolhouse in 66. Mainway Station Bazaar. A Central Railway Station at a time when the Realms trains were still in service. You're not going to tell me when they are not in service anymore? Okay. Fine. Be that way. And then our map, which I did, I believe, jot down. Well, I have it here in case we need it during the quiz. Like, I can always run back. But, I guess it's time to get going. Classroom, please. I'll take one classroom, please. Okay. Well, they're going to make this day end quickly, aren't they? They're going to slap me in the face again, aren't they? Should we draft there? I guess. Oh my god. Yep, they're doing it to me. Like, there's no way we get out of this alive, right? This is so unlikely. I'll take the apple. Doesn't seem like the desks have anything else. We go here. Okay, I mean, the classroom tips up, which is a good sign. Because if I can keep drafting classrooms, then they have redraw options. But if we get hit with a security door, we're done for. I do have 5 keys at least. And 5 gems. And a good bit of steps if I step back into the dormitory. So that's all good, but it's just so iffy when you only literally have one path to work with. So let's path to the den here. So that I now have 2 paths to work with. Okay, thank God. I wonder if some rooms are like unlikely or like maybe impossible to have security doors for. Like, it would be so weird for there to be a security door in this room. Don't you think? I wonder if it's possible. I don't want to find out, actually. I guess morning room is just as good as West Wing Hall. Kind of, right? I think we have plenty of steps for today, so I'll step into here in order to grab those. Whoa, the shovel! That's handy dandy. I didn't know that could be here. Like, I'd never really seen it like that. I don't think. That was cool. But let's draft off this side first. This gives me 2 dice and another gem, which is great. This gives me 2 keys, which is also nice. I think this pathing is a little bit better, maybe. Okay, I'll take this. I know they're each just one path, but I don't know. For some reason, I feel like this is maybe better. Okay. No other items of any kind? I would have gotten the other room, but I don't know. I didn't like turning up that soon. Okay. I'm really not liking what they're giving me here. I'll go chapel. Like, I really need some options that are going to secure my future. I don't want, an iffy future. I want something that I know I'll be safe with. You guys have to sit in pairs. Ew. You guys have a desk mate. Gross. Your pencil rolls onto their desk and then they're like, oh, I got a new pencil. And you're like, jerk, give me back my pencil, you freak. Okay, let's just keep going for now, I guess. More likely to draw green rooms while drafting the commissary or the dark room. I don't know. Do we want green rooms? We want classrooms. Duh. Dark room, commissary. None of these things are going to help me in the emergency situation where we have a security door. Redraw. Classroom, we could just go for it because I need to draft the classrooms. But I still have more redraws. We might as well use them. Like we could totally end up getting classroom again. It's possible. Drawing room could be alright. What are the chances that in the next 3 redraws I'd get something else? I'll go drawing room. Okay. Still no security doors. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate your kindness and your what's it called when you like your consideration. Bedroom connects so nicely. Classroom doesn't connect at all. But we can just connect with the drawing room and it'll be fine. So we should just get the classroom. I'm gonna do it. I mean, we've got a lot of work to do. We have a lot of classrooms to draft. I can't just keep passing them up constantly. Who would I be? Okay. This way. Gymnasium is fine, quote unquote, but there might be a security door. There's often security doors. I don't think I should risk it for some other type of pathing, though. Gymnasium. Yes, it's a regular door! Okay. We're scraping by. Just barely. I don't know why it feels so much like scraping by, but it does, doesn't it? Doesn't it still just seem so dangerously iffy with every step I take? That there. You guys are like, no, this actually seems like you're in like a really good spot right now. Like, it's really promising. It doesn't feel promising. Okay. That's all. Well then we go this way. Oh. Locked door. That's fine. I'll use one of my 7 keys. See how ugly this is, guys? See how ugly this is? I could just walk back to the dormitory and get more steps, though. And then the weight room. But the weight room usually has security doors. But look at all the pathing. Surely they're not all security doors, right? I'm gonna risk it. None of them are security doors! Woohoo! Okay. Great. I'll open this just so that we get the antechamber music playing the whole rest of the time. It makes it seem like something really epic is going on, but it's definitely not. It's like the usual, like, we've been exposed to this how many times now? Okay. So... maybe... I mean, I have 35 steps. That's a lot of steps, and we could loop back around to the morning room. You never know. So let's just... okay, that was scary. I didn't like that at all. Let's just go here. I am curious about the laboratory. Like, it could help me with my science homework. I mean, I'm definitely not getting the archives. Not gonna happen. So it's either this or redraw. I'll get it. I'll get it. Okay. So. Oh, and honestly, we can just get the security stuff from here. Okay. Stop it. Continue with experiment. Immediately set my steps to 40. Immediately gain 1 key for every 2 hallways. Immediately gain 3 gold for each red room in my house. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways. I gotta check. Well, that wouldn't be helpful. I'd get some coin, but I don't need it. Setting my steps to 40 would give me 6 steps. I don't really need that either. So, experiment. Continue with experiment. So the set your steps to 40 one would only be good if it's immediately, because I don't want my steps to keep going back to 40 when I do these other things. That would be kind of weird, I feel like. I'll do the key one with the hallway one, and maybe that'll end up working out for us in some capacity. Start experiment. Okay. And then log into network, previous password, do that. I can't believe how many times I entered Swan Song when I didn't need to. Remote terminal access, view active terminals, security. Yes. Okay. And then if we see the utility closet, we can draft that and shut the power off for the security doors. Did I leave anything behind? Doesn't look like it. Keycard system. You guys know the drill. We're setting the security level to low. And we are setting the offline mode to unlocked. And we are getting out of here. Okay. Circle around. Any items to pick up? No. Okay. I don't see anything there. Like, can they tell me, like, about carbon and radon and all of them? And any notes here? I guess no. I thought maybe one of these pieces of notes somewhere would say something like that, but it just, I mean, yeah, sure, the periodic table is here, but I need to know which element is which. I'm pretty sure carbon is C, chlorine is Cl, and there is an ES. I guess that's just gonna be radon, even though it doesn't seem right. U is uranium, like, I feel like that makes sense. Where is the ES? I don't remember, but it's on here somewhere. Oh, it's on the bottom row. Near the right. Okay. I guess we'll just wing it. Maybe. Okay. Well, we got lots of ducts. Should I keep going through here, or should I go back to the dormitory? I guess we'll do this one other path. Can you stop with the planetarium and the observatory? Like, give it a rest. Boudoir. I mean, the observatory is better. Well, I don't know. It could be better than the boudoir, but I don't know what it will give me. But the boudoir I know will give me 2 dice, which would be really good. Boudoir. And we circle through. We check for items. We grab the dice. We grab our gem. I remember back when my biggest struggle was figuring out the safe code. The Christmas safe code. Okay. Why does the classroom have to be turned that way? Should I put one there anyway? I feel like I shouldn't. I'm not going to. I'll go with the billiard room. Okay, oh my god. We could get the key card here. You have to remember you could end up getting the key card. No additional items, it seems like. I feel like I haven't done this puzzle in a while. Let's do our bell ringer. Our math for the day before we take our test. 8. 18. Minus 10 and minus 7. We are left with 1. 1 times 10 and times 2 is 20. Okay. 1 plus 4 is 5. Times 1 times 4 is 20. Minus 1 minus 4 is 15. Okay. 3 times 10 is 30. Divided by 6 is 5. 30 divided by... No, it's not. Yes, it is. 6 times 6 is 36. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30. Isn't purple division? 8, 20, 15. It's a 3. And then this is the next ring. So you do 10. So 3 times 10 is 30. Divided by is purple, right? Purple is division. Pink is multiplication. Am I crazy? 30 times 10. 3 times 10 is 30. 3, 10, 30. 30 divided by 6. 7 times 5 is 35. So 6 times 5 is 30. It's 30. So if you have 30 divided by 6, the answer is 5. Isn't it? There's another blue! Oh my god. I thought I didn't know math. Okay. 3 plus 1 is 4 times 10 is 40. 3 plus 1 is 4 times 10 is 40 divided by 6. 40 divided by 6? Now I'm confused. 40 divided by 6. 6 times 7 is 42. Oh, 9. No, not 9. That's 45. 8. What? What am I doing? 6 times... My brain's breaking. It's not a good number. Isn't it not a good number? Maybe the middle is different. Is the middle telling me to round? Because 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7 is 42. You know? So 40 divided by... Oh, it's not... What? You do it at the end. Order of operations. Okay. My brain. Put it on the 3 so that I can just think properly. Please. Okay. 3 times 10, 30. Divided by 6, 5. Plus 1, 6. Thank you. I feel like that was unnecessarily stressful, but okay. I didn't notice that. Little guy, and I thought everything was going so smoothly because I was like, I know now to do the order of operations to go from the inner ring to the outer ring, so everything is crystal clear, super smooth. And then they made me think that I knew nothing. But I just didn't see it, and then when I did see it, I was so thrown off that I forgot about the order of operations. I guess we could draft from here. Dining room. Seems like it would be the most ideal thing here. Thank you. Nothing there. This here. Thank you so much. I'll come back for dinner later. I am a hungry growing child that needs my nourishment. Pronto. Okay, now we go here. Secret garden would fit here. It wastes a door, though. We might dead end otherwise, though. Use a regular key. Ooh. Courtyard is the better of the two options, I'd say. Security door. No, my worst nightmare. Okay. I'm just going to go get the steps afforded to me. Am I going a dumb way? Yes. Yes, I am. Is this a better way? And then here. And then here. And then here. And then... Is it through the parlor? Yes. Okay. Plus 10. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting... Wait. Should I have entered it more? Like I should have drafted a room and then came in here, and then drafted a room and then came in here? Like you have to rest after every single class? Oh no, that's not nearly as good as I thought it was. Like I thought I was going to get so many more steps, and I think I got less steps than it took me to get over there. This is all of a sudden really bad. Okay. Am I supposed to be going that way? Well, yeah, honestly, I didn't get this stuff from the courtyard, but I don't think I can afford to go back there right now. Well, okay, either way, it's 1, 2... I'm right here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps to start drafting if I go that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps to start drafting if I go that way. The central point may be better, or would the gymnasium be better because we could do secret garden if it's locked? Okay. Spare servants' quarters, chapel, classroom, drawing room, gymnasium. We'll go this way. Oh god, I have so few steps. East Wing Hall. Any fruit or anything? No. Yes! Thank god, okay. That spreads fruit throughout the house. It's not gonna be probably an insane amount of fruit, but you know, maybe it'll be something. Okay, regular key there. The passageway is free. The classroom is going the right direction. Passageway kind of makes it a null and void space, because I can already get to both of those other spots. It's probably better to get the classroom. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is classroom number 5. We still have a ways to go. There is an apple in there, which is good. I think I need to go secret garden next, because it could have some goodies. Safe deposit key, sure. Can I have a turnip though? A turnip would be huge for me right now. You don't understand how hungry and tired I am. My bones are so weary. I've been walking around all day. Please, just a turnip. Oh, please. I spent so much energy digging and digging, and for what? A rock? Please, just one morsel of food, please. Oh, no. Now I'm gonna get tetanus. Who's giving me my tetanus shot? No one. I'm all alone here. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like this at all, guys. A showroom, locksmith, kennel. No, no, no. We could hope that we could buy the keycard from the locksmith. A showroom, luxury item. I'm not gonna have enough money for whatever that is. Would I go locksmith here? I don't think it's the right move. I think I have to redraw. I need something better. Wait, after I enter whatever that room is, I can go have dinner. At the very least, we can do that. Okay. That is true. So maybe I should just go for kennel. Would that unlock the security door? I don't know. But there's surely going to be dig spots in there. Okay. We had to enter into this room so that we could get dinner. Hello, pups. Where are you? Hi. Good. Hello, hi. Okay. Let's backtrack. Well, I mean, at least into this room. We can see what we'll draft off of here. I don't know. Should we loop these classrooms around? Classroom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 7, 8, 9. I need 3 more classrooms. I'm looping the classrooms around. I feel like that might be so weird, but I did it. Okay, and then we get an apple from here, which is worth 2 steps. And nothing else. Okay, we get an apple from here. There's no apple in this room. Oh, there's the desk. Apple in there, worth 2 steps. Okay, cool. Now, did I still need help with the art stuff in here? Which 2 arts, or where, which art is not in grade 5 classrooms? Jungle, we already know that. Art in the entrance hall, we already know that. Which 2 pieces of art depict the letter B? Birch tree, oak tree, hay bale, mug of ale, birds, a bookstore, or wings and honey. It's either birds and bookstore because they will start with B, or it's wings and honey. I feel like those are the only options. It's not anything to do with what their worksheet is. I was going to say workshop. Share all but 1 letter. That's not what they're doing. Okay. Is this the correct step to take? Good. Watch for fruit. Keep your eyes peeled for fruit. Okay. Now, do we want to walk over to the weight room? Yes. Foundation, weight room, because we could go boudoir, billiard, dining. But let's see. Does it look like there's fruit in there? Well, the parts of the room that I can see don't look like they have fruit. Excuse me, pardon. Let me down. Thank you. Up. Okay. Is there fruit in here? A banana. Perfect. Does it look like there's fruit in there? I don't know. There could have been a green apple way far away. I'm not sure. Let's draft here. Interesting. I don't know what benefit the aquarium would be, but it's at least a piece of path. Okay. And I'm going boudoir, billiard, dining. Boudoir. Fruit. Another banana. Thank you so much for them being bananas. Like it's better than an apple. For multiple reasons. Apples. Ew. Oh, great. Speak of the devil. Okay, and dinner. Porterhouse steak. Oh, thank God. Have dinner. Okay. Thank God. I have survived to, like, I've lived to see another day. I thought that was a banana and it wasn't. I was dumb, but like there is still a banana. Okay. Well, let's see if this opens up this door or not. My gems, my banana, that trunk. I don't think we can waste any resources on that. Open up. Knock, knock, open up. It's the dogs. Wow, it worked. It worked. Okay. One more step in the right direction. Classroom. Probably, right? Or pool. I'm just kind of running low on gems. But I'm running low on pathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could draft the 7th classroom here. Or we could draft the pool because it gives us a lot more pathing. But we're running out of gems. I need a 7th, an 8th, and a 9th classroom. I need 3 more classrooms. That's 3 gems. Classroom. Okay. A gem. Thank you. An apple. Okay. Oh, these are terrible. I mean, in another spot I could work with it, but I can't work with it here. Redraw. Nope. Redraw. I can't tell which way the treasure trove is turned, but I think it's the wrong way. Redraw. You've got to point me north. Point me north, you devil. Why won't it point anything north? Office. Okay. I would love to do passageway. Well, they're both 2 gems. The office will give me 1 gem back. But it doesn't loop me to the aquarium. And I didn't check in the aquarium yet. But gems are the most important thing. I mean, what if I keep redrawing and I get the classroom, though? That would be better if I'm gonna do that. But I need the classroom to point north. Terrible. Redraw. Terrible. Redraw. Terrible. Redraw. I'm gonna have to take kitchen. Yeah. It's the same amount of gem cost as the office would have ended up being, you know, net value-wise. But the office wasn't really going to benefit me in any other way, I don't feel like. Whereas this, I can at least get food. That's good, you know? Am I ready for the chef salad at this point? 1, 2, 3. I mean, good enough, right? I mean, I guess I could get the club sandwich for now. I feel like that should be plenty of steps. But I do have to go back and check the aquarium before we go forward. I feel like it only makes sense to do it this way. Okay. 1 gem. And... Yes! That's what I was hoping for! I was hoping for a key because, you know, what is the other thing you would dig up from a dig spot? A turnip. But I kind of am good on food for now. So I was hoping we would get a key. Okay. Perfect. Backtrack back out of here. And back through here. That way, right? Yeah, I'm thinking that's the way. Okay, now a security door could stop us. So please, if we can draft things with pathing, that's going to be the best bet. Like with multiple paths. Workshop, gallery, and office all only have 1 door. That's really, really iffy. The gallery. Is the gallery a good idea? I think we can do gallery room 8. Because it's going to be drafting it on the 8th rank. So... it's probably not a locked door. I mean, it's probably not a... what do you call it? A security door, because it's a regular locked door so that you can use the key. I might be making a big chance here. And if I do get room 8, it's going to turn the same way that the kennel is leading. And, like, we're going to block off the other side. Unfortunately. But I only need to be able to draft 2 more classrooms. This might be our best bet. I don't think I should waste the rerolls yet. So that's a room 8 key. Presumably. And we get other goodies as well, which is something we need. Okay, it's a regular door, special key, room 8, and this puzzle doesn't stay done, but the other puzzle does stay done. Is there a reason for that? I wonder. Also, why did it sound like dinner was just called? I already had dinner, didn't I? I don't know. I would put all these guys back in their spots, but I feel like it's gonna take a long time. I don't really want to. Wait, are they different? The sum of my sin, as it is penned, is a number within the room we are in. I don't think they could be different because I looked up the solution, didn't I, that one time? Well, I mean, like, I looked up a hint for it. And so they can't change it. But why would they not keep that puzzle done? Like the parlor puzzle and the billiard puzzle, they don't keep it done. But that one, they keep done. Because it's like there's only one solution. Why wouldn't they keep this puzzle done? Well, it's for another time, I guess. Maybe if we have an emergency situation or something. I'll think about it then. Okay, I'm gonna regret possibly not getting the utility clause here. I mean, we could go boiler room, and it'll open up the antechamber, and then we can use the secret garden to open up the other antechamber doors. Is that a better idea? I do have 6 gems now. Honestly, that might be safer. Like, it gives us more options. Are there dig spots down there? Not that I can immediately see. Okay. Dang, I'm running out of keys, though. It's all for naught if I run out of keys. This is a nightmare. I'm gonna redraw. Okay, classroom. It might be better to get observatory because maybe I'd get a key. But I'm gonna go classroom. Can you draft off the antechamber? I don't know. Actually, I know I can, I can use it as a pass-through, but usually I'll have the door on the other side. If I don't have something on the other side, can I draft through it? I don't know. But I only have 1 key left. It's so iffy. We have no time to take our test. It's okay. It'll be super quick today. Because I've written down all the stuff and all the answers already. Okay. I mean, I can't draft off of them when they're closed. I don't think I need that right now. But if I go to the secret garden and I open one of the doors, then can I draft off of it? How do I get back to the secret garden? 8, gallery, kitchen, classroom, courtyard. It's a long track. Okay. Secret garden. I will open the other doors. I should have opened them when I was in here, but I didn't. Open that up, and then I will go through the tedious process. Yeah, it looks like you can draft off of it. I'll go through the tedious process of rotating all of these to east so that we can open that one as well. Just in case. And I bought more food. Just in case. I've got to get this classroom. 1, 2. Okay, and then one more lever, please. 1, 2. It's just, you gotta wait through the whole animation. And you gotta do it the 6 times. And then there's an animation there. And then you gotta wait through this animation. And then animations stop sounding like a word. And it starts just sounding like gibberish. Okay. So, that's potential pathing if this kennel pathing fails us. But let's just try this way. This door is unlocked because I dug in this room. Commissary. Seems like the move there. Okay. A security door. I'm going to cry. Just struggling to... I'm really just struggling to, like, remedy the fact that this all turned out this way in my mind right now. Okay. I will survive somehow. I will endure. I guess. East Wing, Gymnasium. East Wing, Gymnasium. But if we get to the room with the trunk, I can open it now. The courtyard has the trunk. Am I gonna get to the courtyard again? I don't remember. Courtyard. Maybe this just has a key card in it. No. Okay. Well, let's hope we can draft off the antechamber. It's our only hope. It's my only hope. It's my only hope. It's my only hope. Either that or I'm going to look up where to put these statues. And I'm going to put the statues... and we're going to see if maybe that'll give me a key card for some reason. Okay. Let's go this way. Oh, what do I have? Just the basement key? Okay, use a regular key. Basement key doesn't work. Classroom. Okay. Yes, please. I've made it. I've made it, okay. Now the test starts when we sit down and say that we're ready to take it, I guess. I'm going to be speed running it. So we'll have to be careful. But I think, let me look at the ones that are starred. Which is not a real element. I already know the answer to that. Element cannot spell clues. I'm guessing on that one. I mean, I have to guess that it's radon. Oh wait, radon isn't ES. That's the whole point. Something else is the element ES. And radon is like not. And so that's why radon can't spell the letter clues. Right. Of course, I was thinking about it all backwards. Okay, how many cities and fen areas? Okay, we got that one. Which 2 pieces of art? I'm going to guess on that one. Who was the first crown ruler of fen areas? I have the answer that I thought it was based on the classroom, but I think I might have been mistaken. Which era were the railways destroyed? We're going to guess. It was the 6th. First capital city of fen areas. I don't know. I have a question mark for that one because... I have the grand city of Fen written down, but it could be Reddington, because they said that that was the former capital. So if the grand city of Fen is the first capital, and then Reddington is the second, then sure, and it's something else now. But if it's grand city of Fen now, then that means the first might have been Reddington. Morning Bay, General of North Regiment, joined forces with Prince Learson. War of the 5th era, 22 years. Oris fallen, black flags burned, red flags rised. The current era is the 6th era. Passing of Desolus III, 4th era ended abruptly. Prince Learson of Fen declared himself true monarch. See, that's what I don't understand, is Prince Learson declared himself true monarch. But then if we look at the question, who was the first crowned ruler of Fen Ares? Do we not count him because he declared himself true monarch, but he wasn't a crowned ruler? But then when does General Teskin come into play? Like, nowhere in my notes does it say that General Teskin became the ruler. We're gonna have to do this a third time, guys. I hate to break it to you, but we're going to be doing this a third time. I'm going to have to learn stuff here and then know the answers for real the next time based off of what I learned here. I think. I'm afraid to say that that might be the case. Okay, let me just get in there. Let's just start taking that test. Which one? What were the other questions that I wasn't sure about? First capital city, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Which realm gifted the dirigible? I don't know that at all. And then all the ones at the bottom. Okay, let's just do it. I'm gonna sit down. It has begun. Okay, good, they're in the same order. Okay. Number 1. Which color were the flags? They were C, red. Number 2, in the scenario above, where does Sam live? He lives in B, the grand city of Fen. To go with the red flags. Number 3, hallways are orange. Okay. Number 4, least patriotic room pairing would be greenhouse and Kororika. C, yes. Okay, number 5, which color is the fruit that gives you +3 steps? It is a yellow fruit because it is a banana. Unless the banana was horribly unripe. Number 6, this math is 0. 5 minus 5 times 2. This math is 24. It's 5 minus 2 is 3, plus 2 is 5, minus 2, no. It's 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, times 2 is 24. This math number 8 is 11. 5 minus 2 is 3, times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, minus 5 is 11. Okay. Number 9 is 4. 10 times 4 is 40, divided by 5 is 8, minus 4 is 4. Okay. Number 10, -1. 1 minus 4 is -3, times 2 is -6. Wait. Oh. -1? It's 1 minus 4 is -3 times 2, -6 plus 7. But I thought I got all the math right on the first quiz. How do I go back up? You can't change your answers? Wow. Oh my god, I didn't know you can't change your answers. That's insane. I think I got that one wrong, though. -6 plus 7. It's 1. Dang it. Did I say 1 the first time, or did I say -1? I don't know. We'll mark it in our notes later. It doesn't matter. I got it wrong, okay? I got it wrong. Solve the following problem. 3... What are we saying this one is? We're saying this one is 1, but I can't click it yet. I have to double check because you can't change your answer. I wanted to do it quickly, but I have to double check these. 3 minus 4 is -1. Times 8 is -8. Divided by 2 is -4. Plus 5 is 1. Yeah, that seems like it's 1. Which is represented by C. I'm assuming it's carbon. Yeah. Which element appears in the periodic table directly below helium? That's Ne. Which of the following is not a real element? LL. Next page. Represented by AG. I was guessing that was silver, but I don't remember. Which cannot be used. I'm thinking it's radon. How many elements are the top row? We're saying that there are 2. City of Fen-Ayres is south of which small body of water? Morning Bay. How many cities in Fen-Ayres are larger than Reddington? 2. Which of the following realms is not near Fen-Ayres? Kororika. Next page. Which sigil core denotes the realm of Arch Aries? It's the crown. Mountain one. Which realm is directly north of Eraja? Fen-Ayres. Where are you right now as you take this exam? We are in Mount Holly, which is in Reddington, which is in Fen-Ayres. And the only time I took so long the first time was because I wanted to make sure I was not being too hasty or jumping to conclusions and going off of something that just seemed familiar. But yes, this is definitely where we are. Okay. 24. The letter B. Bale and ale! It's bale and ale. Get rid of the other words. You don't need the other words. Like, you don't need hay and mug of. Duh, it's bale and ale. Okay, that's how they did it in the classroom. Thank God I noticed that. Well, not that I'm going to get 100 anyway, but which of the following pieces of art was not displayed in grade 5? Jungle. Following pieces of art is not displayed in Mount Holly's entrance hall. Realize. Can you find the difference? Guys, it's Orinda and Orindia. So the difference is an I. B. I. On the left is Orinda, and on the right is Orindia. Okay. Next page. Who was the first crowned ruler of Fen-Ayres? I'm gonna say it's Prince Learson. I think I was trying to guess that it was General Teskin based off of which questions the kids got right and which ones they got wrong, but based on the book, it feels like Prince Learson. Crowned ruler. General Teskin? Like, why would they crown General Teskin after Prince Learson? Like, didn't he start the whole thing? And then General Teskin maybe fought alongside him. But they wouldn't make him be the ruler because of that. I can't even find General Teskin in my notes. On the history of Orindia. Oh, sorry, yeah. On the left it was Orindia, and on the right it was Orinda? I don't know. It doesn't matter. The difference is an I. The general of the Northern Regiment joined forces with Prince Learson. And the prince died. So maybe it is General Teskin, because the prince declared himself the monarch, but he wasn't the first crowned ruler. Maybe it is General Teskin. I don't know. In which era? The 6th era. How long did the War of the 5th era last? 22 years. I gotta go back to my other page. 22 years, yeah. Okay. First capital city of Fen-Ayres. This one I don't know. I know that they said that Reddington was a former capital. I also know that they say Oris has fallen at the end of the war. They say that. So it's not Oris. I've never heard of Drem. So it's either the Grand City of Fen or it's Reddington. And the Grand City of Fen... I mean, so much is going on in Fen. Prince Learson of Fen declared himself the true monarch. King of the people. Because they said Reddington was a former capital, I'll say Reddington. Which realm gifted Fen-Ayres a dirigible? I don't have a clue. So the places that worked with them in the fight. Arch Aries Nuance. Arch Aries and Nuance. So it's gotta be one of the two. And it's probably whichever one has air travel. Okay. Running out of time. Arch Aries and Nuance. Nuance, we're thinking it might be aviation. Arch Aries, we don't know. Okay, so let's guess Nuance. The deciding battle of the War of the Fifth Era was fought on the southern shores near what famous landmark? That would be the Colossus Arinda. Apparently. I guess. Okay, now these ones, I'm gonna have to go through possibly, I have 19 minutes, I don't know. Can I double check these, really? 6 squared is 36. Number 35. 12, you switch the order. 35. Oh, sorry, I went to the next one instead. 35 is not that one. 35 is 6. Because it's 3 squared is 9, minus 3 is 6. Okay. 12, diamond, you switch the order, so it's 21. Okay. 11 divided by 3, and then rounding to the nearest whole number, we're thinking is 4. Okay. Number 38. We're thinking it's 14. 4 squared is 16, plus 5 is 20, divided by 2. I mean, times 2 is 40. No, where was I? 4 squared is 16, plus 5 is 21, times 2 is 42, minus 1 is 41, switch the order is 14. Okay. 39. We're thinking it's 200 based on my notes. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, times 3 is 7.5, rounded is... we're rounding to the nearest 10, so we round up to 10. Minus 1 is 9. Times 6 is 54. Times 100, plus 100, is 154. Rounded to the nearest 100 is 200. Okay, what is the Eurasian word for house? Hue. What does nevir mean in Eurasian? New gate. The phrase "trevin" can be translated several different ways. Which one is not an acceptable thing? I cannot see the tree trunk, I think. But let me go to my notes on that. I have 17 minutes? Okay. Trevenla. T-R-E-I is tree. V-E-N is old or end of. And L-E is a lack of myself. So I cannot make sense. But the word see is not in there. I cannot, it's basically tree, old, I cannot. My tree is not very old. That old tree is not owned by me. I cannot see the tree trunk. I'm not an old tree. So all of the other ones have tree and old and I and a lack of. This has I and a lack of, but it doesn't have the old aspect. So I'm going to say C. How would you say the following phrase in Eurasian? You have a very, very long name. Name. I don't know the word for name. I might have noted it down somewhere else. Like perhaps A New Clue book? Where do I have my notes for A New Clue? God, I don't have time for this. Swimbird, Red Prince, History of Arindia, Realm and Rune, Darebird. Oh, the new clue notes are in my... They're in my notebook. The, like, third place that I have notes. Not the new notes and not the page of notes, but the notebook of notes. Okay, it's okay, because I have blue tabs there now, too, so I can find that stuff easily. Okay. This page of notes. LOR is word, JOR is name. JOR is name. Okay. You have a very, very long name. JOR is not part of... Oh, Jor. The second... This one has JOR. Okay. You have a very, very, very long name. Do we know very or do we know long? First small, last large. AM. AM is large. Large name. And then maybe the AA is very, very. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably this one. I don't really know how to say you either, but we don't have time to check our notes. This is the only one that says... Yeah, I think it's that one. How would you tell in Eurasian, count me out? Lack of myself is just LE. It kind of seems like it's just that. Count me out. Erajani is like an Araja knight. El Count Vo. Oh, okay, well count is a verb. And verbs. Oh, did I get this one wrong? UL or LU? No, I don't think so. UL or LU is can't, or is can or can't. So I think I still got that one right. Okay. Count. Like, we can keep that as the word count. Because that's what you do with verbs. You can loan the verbs. So lack of me count. Vo maybe is you? Oh, away. Yeah, El Count Vo seems good. It's definitely not A. D might be too simple. And C, Lea, Velu, Ve. It's difficult because I don't know where one word stops and, you know, like it's all crunched together into one thing. So it's hard to find the things that I would want to pick. I count away is what this one is saying. Or like me count away. So this seems the closest. Okay. Using the provided Eurasian terms for cardinal directions above, what would be the clearest way you could give directions to someone at point A to get them to point B? Well, we want them to go north, so in. And then we want them to go east, so et. We don't want them to go south. Oh, wait, yes we do. We're going to point B, not to the tree. The clearest way. So north, east, south. Seems good to me. That's option A. Option B is east tree. But then you're not at point B. Number C is AJINN. AJ is first. First, north. East. Of tree. Toward tree. Okay, so first you go north. East. Toward tree. South. What is jaw? South last. Trevo. Go away from the tree. That seems really good to me. Yeah. Yeah. We'll pick that one. Next, this one is a complete guess. In ancient Orindia, the number 8 was considered by Eurasian scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though many in the secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. I don't know. 8 squared is 64. Squared is something else, which doesn't seem like 8. 8 squared is 64. Rounded to the nearest, it's this one, isn't it? Because it's giving a vibe of like rotated or something. Well, but it would be 8 squared is 64, and then switch the digits would be 46. This one is round 8 to the nearest. This one is round 8 to the nearest 10. To the nearest. What are the rounding things? 1 squiggle on the top and the bottom is the nearest whole number. 2 squiggles is the nearest 10. So for this one, it would be 8 squared is 64. Rounded to the nearest 10 would be 60. Who cares? And this one would be 8 rounded to the nearest 10 would be 10. Squared is 100, which seems like a nicer number, but I feel like we're trying to get to the number 8. What number is perfect? 100? Or the most 8-like number? 8 squared. Like, I feel like we should be trying to get to the infinity symbol, honestly. 8 squared is 64. Switch the digits is 46. I guess maybe 100 seems in the secular realm. I don't have a clue. I've completed my exam. What do I do now? I cry? You're gonna make me, like, click out of it myself? Okay. Well, even if I guessed all of the ones correctly, which, you know, I don't think it's insane for me to guess them, but that last question really does seem like a 25% chance. All the other ones I feel pretty confident on, but I know that I got one of the math ones wrong, so we still didn't ace it. But we probably at least got a passing grade this time. So that's fun. That took far too long today. I can still draft off this classroom. Okay, I might as well draft the rest of the rooms just in case. But I'm exhausted. So, we'll put the planetarium here. I guess I could have redrawn. But we'll put the planetarium there, and then we'll draft off this other antechamber room. Just for the sake of completion. Get all this done. Oh, okay. I mean, I can try it, but it's not going to work. Okay. No, stop, please. I just want to exit. Get me out of here. That's it for today. We'll call it a day in the planetarium. I accomplished a pretty big goal. I wanted to retake the test, and we got to retake it. I made a grave error, but that's okay. Maybe next time we don't. I don't know. Otherwise, I learned a lot about the furnace and how it can work with the sauna, or the freezer, and how it can work with the sauna and the furnace. So that's really exciting. We'll get to any and all of that next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll get our test results. And I'll see you all in the next episode. No, wait, I should call it a day. I have to officially call it a day. Call it. Okay. I will probably just see you all in the next, Garden University is standard. Next episode. Bye now.